everyone, it's Tuesday morning and I haven't filmed face to face this week, but I attended the big meet this weekend, the UK Planner Addicts big meet, and just look at all this stuff. I'm just feeling like, and this isn't even all of it, this is just some of it. The Trimcraft goodie bag is down there, there's more stuff in that bag there, there's more stuff behind me. This is just some of the freebies that we received at the event, and I knew about all of it because I'm on the behind the scenes team, but it's still just so amazing looking at it all and looking at all of these stickers from these incredibly talented shop owners, and the fact that we all got an Erin Condren planner. I still just can't wrap my head around it. It's amazing. And every year I like to film like a vlog and roundup video, and that's what I've been doing this morning, and I laid everything out to take a picture and I was like, oh my gosh, it's just too nice not to film. So yeah, I just can't get over it. Look how lovely it all is. So I'm sorting everything out now. All the stuff that I want to keep for like my journals and scrapbooks, I'm just tucking inside here and I'm going to put to one side. Then I'm going to sort out all the sticker samplers and put those into my planner. Erin can probably go in my journal. My lanyard will go with my little lanyard collection. Yeah, I love sorting everything out after it's all been filmed. So this is what I have to put up with all the time whenever I give the dogs a treat. I gave both dogs a treat, but I gave Archie a fish-based treat that is like a spirally shape, and apparently it's good for getting plaque off their teeth. And I gave it to him and he took it and he was quite happy. But I gave Winnie a beef flavoured treat. Obviously I gave her a softer treat and it's slightly smaller, and it wasn't, you know, for helping with teeth because obviously she doesn't have any. So she is over in her bed, excuse my messy office, but she's over in her bed eating her treat and happy as Larry. And Archie has abandoned his fish treat because he thinks that what Winnie has got is better. And he's sitting there looking very sorry for himself. Archie, why don't you eat your treat? Where's your treat? Go and get it. Where's your treat? Get it. He knows where it is. Look, he's left it over there. But he just won't eat it because he thinks that what Winnie's got is better. It's ridiculous. Today Will is doing some baking. He's making a cheesecake because there's like a bake-off thing going on at his work, so he's practicing his cheesecake and he has to extract a yolk.
This is how I was told to do it.
It's the yolk's coming out, the yolk's coming out.
This is a sick yolk.
Oh, that's gross.
There we go.
Sorry for everyone who witnessed that. Move your head. Oh. Well, I mean, it's broken, but it's not a bad attempt. Can I just show you? Look at the state of all this. Are you someone who cleans up along the way as you bake, or are you someone who just leaves it all to the end? Because I'm definitely someone who cleans up as I go. But this guy, he doesn't clean up as he goes. Oh.
Bit of an eggshell never hurt anyone.
So, excuse the microwave in the background, but Will's cheesecake was a New York baked cheesecake. And he's put some strawberry sauce and sprinkles on the top. It looks pretty nice, but when it was in the oven it kind of smelt a bit funny to me, so I don't know how it's going to taste, but it looks pretty good. Archie thinks it looks great and he would like to try some.
Actually, you want to see the cake?
Oh, Archie. Does it smell nice? Does it smell nice? You licking your lips?
But I actually just want the chicken.
Yeah, I've got chicken there as well. Oh, is that what you want? Hi everyone. Please ignore the state of the house behind me. With me being poorly these last few weeks, the house has kind of gone to trash. But it's Monday and I've just got home from work. Yes, you did hear that right. I went back to work today. In hindsight, I probably am not ready to be back at work, but I was just starting to crave some sort of sense of normality. I won't give you a massive long spiel about how the last few weeks have been, but basically I didn't film in terms of weekly vlogging for the last couple of weeks, just because there were quite a few other videos that I wanted to get up in February, and I'm quite happy with uploading twice a week. I don't want to overload you. Sorry, the dogs are all over the place. Both of them are sneezing. Yeah, I didn't want to overload you with any videos. I think that 2 a week for now is quite a nice balance. And sometimes if I have other videos that I want to upload, it's just easier not to weekly vlog. And also, I had such a lovely response from my video, which was titled like The Reality of Living with Crohn's Disease or something like that. I had such an amazing response from that video, and even though you all were so kind and left such lovely comments, I didn't want to essentially upload another vlog that was just exactly the same as that, because for the last couple of weeks I have been really quite poorly. I've left the house like 5 times in 3 weeks, pretty much all of which, apart from the big meet and once to visit Daisy, have been to go to the hospital or the doctors. And it's literally only in the last 2 days that I have started to feel any better. I've been on antibiotics for the last week, really strong antibiotics that made me feel awful, because my cold that I had in the last vlog did indeed turn into sinusitis like I was worried it had, and it went to my chest. So they popped me on some antibiotics to try and get rid of that, and it's definitely taken the edge off. It looks like I've got a massive great big smudge under my eye, but I think it's just I'm so tired. So yeah, the antibiotics have definitely taken the edge off of the sinusitis, which is nice. But everything else, it's just been pretty bad until the last 2 days, like I say. And then all of a sudden it's as if the steroids have started working and I've like turned a corner a little bit. So I decided to go back to work today, and we're just gonna see how I go. But yeah, I just wanted to say thank you again for all of your lovely comments on my recent videos. I've been so pleased with the response that my recent videos have had. My big meet video, which went up yesterday, nobody's really commented on that, which is a bit sad, because it took me so long to put together. But all the other videos I've put up recently have had such a nice response. My views have been up, my engagement has been up, like everyone's been commenting, and it really makes me happy. And I think that people are enjoying what I'm putting out. I've had people message me, say they're enjoying my videos lately, and that really makes me happy, because filming videos for you guys has been something that's really kept me going the last couple of weeks. You know, there were lots of days where doing a little bit of scrapbooking was all I could really do, because my eyes are still really bad. I'm still getting migraines pretty much every other day, and I think it's because my eyes are struggling so much, but I'm only halfway into my eye drops course, so hopefully within the next couple of weeks that will sort itself out. But yeah, making videos for you guys has kept me feeling productive at a time when I felt kind of useless, not being able to go to work, not being able to do uni stuff. And yeah, I just wanted to say thank you for all of your support. It really, really means a lot to me. Sorry about the light, of course, it's always dark in here, but I thought I would show you today's fail. So next week, this week actually now, I've got to have an MRI scan, and it's not as simple as it sounds. It's a small bowel MRI, so there's quite a few parts to it, and it's really not going to be very pleasant, and I'm very stressed about it. So I thought I would buy myself a little treat, and I bought myself this pencil case off of Amazon so that I could have all of my bullet journaling supplies together, and I thought that it was going to be about the size of my bullet journal. But moral of the story is to always read the dimensions, because it's huge. And because it's so big, I'm just not really a fan. I wanted something portable. I really did think it was going to be like this size. So sadly, I think this is going to have to go back. So that was a treat that backfired. I'll have to think of something else to buy myself. But if you're interested in it, I might leave the link in the description below, because it's a really nice pencil case. Like, if this is the sort of size that you're after, but it's just way too big for me. I wanted something portable, and this is just not portable. Everyone, I've got my glasses on because I established yesterday that I officially cannot really see anymore without my glasses since all of these eye issues. So I think I'm gonna have my glasses on in videos a lot more now. It is 20 to 4 on Tuesday. I've just got back from agility. I wasn't gonna go because I was so tired after work and I was just achy and I really was like exhausted. I just did not feel good, and I was like, no, I've missed too many of them now. I'm going to go. Archie loves it, and I'm so glad I went because he had such a good session. Sometimes he's really naughty and he just runs off and won't do anything because he would rather just go and like sniff everything. He's rolling all over the couch right now. But today he was really good and he did everything I asked him to, apart from he did bark the whole time, but he was really good and that really cheered me up, so I'm glad I went. I now don't want to just sit and do nothing because I feel like it's injected me with a bit of energy, but I'm so tired, so I think I'm going to clean the kitchen because that's a nice easy thing to do, and then see how I feel after that. I did try to start a new little project yesterday using my favourite old Kiki K. I want to set up a 90-day focus planner. Obviously, because I've been poorly, I'm really behind with all of my uni work, specifically my dissertation, and I really don't want to have to defer the year, so I'm going to give myself 90 days to really try and get back on track. And so I wanted to set up like a dedicated planner for it, but it turns out that I recycled or sold or threw away all of my A5 size planner stuff apart from what I have here, which I managed to salvage out of my pet planner. I've thrown away everything: dividers, dashboards, note paper, my day on a page inserts, which I had hoarded for years. I've thrown it all away or sold it all. I really don't know what I was thinking. I've even sold my laminator, so I can't even like make myself some more dividers. So I really wanted to set that planner up yesterday or today, and I obviously can't because I got rid of everything. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that now, because I really do think it's a good idea. Obviously I've got my Erin Condren, which I was going to use for my dissertation, and I think I'm going to carry on doing that, but that's more like a general like ideas and notes planner I'm sort of keeping. And then I've got my bullet journal, which has just got everything in it. But I really wanted a planner literally just to focus for 90 days. I have really good ideas as well, and I think it would be really helpful. So I'm going to try and do it, but I'm going to have to buy some stuff. I think I mentioned it yesterday, but I'm feeling quite anxious today because I've got my MRI tomorrow, and an MRI scan isn't very nice anyway, especially if you're claustrophobic, because you have to go inside this machine, but because I'm having an MRI on my small bowel, there's a lot more to it than that. You have to starve yourself for most of the day beforehand. You have to have a drip put in so that they can give you 2 injections during the scan. You have to drink a litre of this really lovely stuff beforehand, which can act as a laxative, by the way, which is just what you want when you're then shoved into a machine for up to 90 minutes and can't get out. I'm freaking out, basically. I really, 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 really don't want to have it done. I have a feeling they might put me in the machine and I will cry and have to be taken straight back out. But it's basically all I've thought about for the last 2 weeks. And I'm really, really stressed about it. So part of me is like, I just want it over now. I don't want to worry about it anymore. But then the other part of me is like, please let tomorrow not come. So I am quite anxious today. So I want to try and do something to curb my anxiety. I might edit a video or something. But yeah, I don't know. Hello everyone, it is Thursday today. It's actually Valentine's Day. I just thought I would give you a little update. I didn't film yesterday because yesterday I had my MRI, and in the morning I was really nervous and stressed and I had to go to work, and then I came straight home from work,
quickly jumped in the shower and then went over to my mum's, and she took me to the hospital for my MRI because I didn't know how I would feel afterwards, so it's better to have someone to take you instead of trying to drive myself. It was an experience. When a lot of the time when you have an MRI, you literally just go there. You can totally behave as normal for most of the day beforehand. You go there, they put you in a hospital gown. Sometimes you don't even have to wear a hospital gown. You can wear your own clothes, as long as they've got no metal on them. So you go there, you get changed, you lay in the scanner, you listen to their instructions, or you listen to headphones or whatever while you're in the scanner, because the scanner is very noisy. And it's not really pleasant because the scanner is very small. Like, so when you're laying in there, the ceiling of the tunnel is literally like this far away from your head. So it's not very pleasant, but for most people, that is roughly what it's like. And then you're in there for however long they need you to be in there for, and then you come out and you go home and you're done. But it's never as easy as that for me. So when you have a small bowel MRI, I think I told you before, you have to have a cannula. And there are lots of other MRIs that you have to have a cannula for if they need to inject you with any sort of contrast to show up, like to create clearer pictures. Basically, you'll have to have a cannula, but I had to have a cannula because I had 2 injections. And when I got there, sorry, I don't want to like make anyone feel weird, so if you're squeamish, I would maybe skip forward a minute, because obviously a cannula is a needle in your arm. So when I went to have my cannula, the lady was really lovely, but she completely ballsed it up. And because I hadn't been allowed to have anything to eat or drink, because that was another thing, because it was a bowel one, I had to starve myself, and I wasn't even allowed to have any water before the scan for like 5 hours before the scan. So because I hadn't been allowed to eat or drink, my veins weren't particularly good, but she tried to get a cannula in and she missed my vein, and then she just kept digging around in my arm trying to catch the vein, and the vein collapsed. And I managed to keep it together, which is surprising considering I'm so terrified of having cannulas done. I managed to keep it together, and then she said, "I'm really sorry, I'm going to have to give up and use the other arm." So then she did it in the other arm, and the way it ended up being in there was at a really weird angle, and I made the mistake of looking at it, and I kind of almost passed out. I just came over really weird and really lightheaded and really sick. And so they had to get me some water then, even though I wasn't really meant to be having anything. They got me some water to sip on, and they were fanning me, and they had to lay me down on the couch and everything because I just came over so weird. But at least I had it done, I got through it, and yeah, it wasn't my fault that I came over all woozy. It was because it, you know, had gone wrong. And then after that, I had to drink 1.5 litres of this juice, and it kind of tasted just like diluted, like really diluted orange squash. So the taste wasn't bad at all, it was just there was a lot of it on an empty stomach, and it can give you a really upset tummy. So I then had a really bad tummy ache, but I was adamant that I was not going to have to go to the loo, because there was one toilet in like an open waiting room, and I was like, I am not going to the toilet here. So I was just like pacing around trying to drink all of this juice and like trying to stop myself feeling sick, and I had to drink that over the course of 45 minutes, and then they came and made me put a hospital gown on, and I went into the scanner, and like I said, the scanner is really not pleasant. It's a very small space, and it is noisy, and it's boring, and if you don't like small spaces, you might struggle, but I really don't like small spaces, and I did panic when I first went in there. I thought I was going to have to press my little panic button before they'd even left the room. But I just closed my eyes and I listened to the music through my headphones, and thankfully, again, because mine was an abdominal scan and like a bowel scan, I had to hold my breath loads. So a lady's voice was coming through the earphones telling me, like, hold your breath, hold your breath, hold your breath, like, for X amount of time, like all the way through the scan, and that made the scan go really quickly. I thought I'd been in there like 20 minutes when I came out, and my mum said I'd been in there for like 50 minutes, so I thought it went really quite quickly. They did 2 injections, like I said, while I was in the scanner through my cannula, and both of them were quite sore, but it was fine, it was over with, and I've been left feeling quite poorly today. So it's now 5 to 4 and I'm just vegging on the sofa still. It's beautiful sunshine outside today, so I've got the patio doors open and I'm just sat here watching some YouTube. I should really be doing some essay work, but I've got the whole of half term to do that now, because as of tomorrow it is half term, so I've managed to do a week back at work. Yay. And then I'm gonna be on half term, and then after half term I've got my next procedure, which is great, but it's so good to have the MRI done, and I got myself a little treat when I came out, because the B6 Kiki K was in stock, so I may or may not have ordered that as my little treat for having my MRI done. I also had a massive Valentine's Day embarrassment because I was expecting a parcel of dog food today. So when a delivery guy knocked at the door earlier, I quickly went to answer it because I was expecting a parcel. I was expecting my dog food, and instead he handed me this beautiful big box of flowers. And I was like, oh my god, Will is such a sweetheart, you know, he knows I'm having such a hard time, it's Valentine's Day, he's actually sent me some beautiful flowers from an actual florist, because he normally just gets me supermarket flowers, which I genuinely don't mind, I love any flowers, but still, I was like, this is the loveliest thing he's ever done, this is so nice. And the dogs ran out the door, and I was trying to grab the dogs whilst holding this box of flowers, whilst trying to sign for them, and then I like looked at the tag and they weren't for me. They were for the lady that lives 2 houses down. So I had to awkwardly hand the flowers back to the man and say, these aren't for me, these are for the lady 2 doors down. So that was disappointing. Yeah. We didn't do cards or anything this morning because I'm a rubbish girlfriend and I forgot. He actually bought me a card, but I forgot to get him one. So we said we would swap them after he got home from work. But I bought him this one in Sainsbury's today because we both really like otters. And I think it's meant to be from the guy because obviously it's like the boy otter that the speech bubble's coming out of. But I just thought it was really cute. So that's Will's Valentine's card. Do you want it? Did you get me a Valentine? No? Didn't think so. So my B6 Kiki K arrived, and as I said earlier in the week, this was my treat for having my MRI. Unfortunately though, I think it is going to go back. I mean, you can already see here there's a great big crease there. If I move it, there's a big dent here. This clasp barely even closes at all on the second popper because there's a hidden popper in there. It barely even closes on the second popper, like it's actually impossible to do with one hand. It's so stiff, it doesn't work at all. So like you can see that dent there now. So I wouldn't be able to like add anything to the planner and be able to close it on that second popper, but
I don't want to have it on this one because then you'll constantly just see that big dent. The clasp has a big grey mark on it. The rings literally are so flimsy, they just shake all over the place. I've never seen any rings like it. It's really hard to try and show you this with one hand. It's virtually impossible, but like, can you see how much they're moving? Like, they feel like they're just gonna fall out. I'm so disappointed because my best friend was on the Planner Insider team designing this planner, and the design was so good. Like, the one that she's got is so nice, but the one that I've been sent is just not good quality. It's got marks on the back as well. And I know that lots of other people have had issues as well, so I'm so disappointed. But yeah, I thought I would show it to you anyway because I know after I had mentioned it, people might ask me, like, what happened with the planner? Like, where's the planner? So that's kind of sad because this was meant to be a treat, but hopefully they will give me a refund or a gift voucher or something and I can get another one. I don't know.
Guys, excuse my dressing gown. It's very cold in here. It's Sunday evening now. It's just gone past 5 o'clock. And today Will did a bungee jump. And we went out to the location where the bungee jump was. He did his jump and then we had a little like date day in Windsor. We went to see Windsor Castle and we went for lunch and went for donuts and it was really nice. Sorry, I know I look and sound tired. I'm really having trouble with my eyes still. I'm getting them looked at again on Wednesday, but I just constantly feel like I can't even keep my eyes open. So yeah, I know I look a mess, but I realised I totally forgot to actually tell you what we were doing today. I just started filming a little bit while I was out, so I thought I would quickly come in and preface this footage by saying we were going to do Will's bungee jump and then we had a little date day. So here is the footage.
It's so pretty.
And now you've seen that, I will wrap this vlog up. I know this is a bit of a weird one. There's random footage from random days, and again, I've just been mostly at home filming in the same spot, but I wanted to put a weekly vlog up this week because it's been a couple of weeks since I filmed one, and yeah, I'm still mostly just chilling at home a lot of the time because I'm still recovering and trying to get better, and it's going to be a slow process, I think. I hope you enjoyed the vlog anyway. If you have any questions or comments, do let me know, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.